and I'm just here with Andy Maher, county senior footballer. Just going to have a quick chat to Andy about the effects of, well, the last year, I suppose, and the effects of COVID-19 on us all. And I'll just get straight down to things, I suppose. Thanks a million for doing this, Andy.
No problem at all. Happy to do it.
I suppose in what has been the strangest year of all our times, can you give us an insight into how it has affected you with regards, I suppose, firstly, to being a county player?
Yeah, well, as a county player, you really miss the buzz. Kind of nearly for 6, 7, 8 months of the year, your kind of life nearly, in a good way, revolves around you train with the lads, you see them every day, you get that interaction. Then building towards the buzz of, lining out for your county or whatever at the weekend, it's very tough to match that. And for it to be all stripped away is nearly kind of a part of your life gone just from nowhere. So obviously that's difficult to deal with. But at the same time, it, with the quick run off and stuff of the season, it gave players plenty of rest, gave clubs respect they need really they have the players and all there that they want. But it's difficult as a county player just to have that gone, just such a thing in your life gone, taken away from you.
I suppose you probably kind of hit on it as well. Personally, as a county player, county football is probably most of your life anyway, but personally as well, has had a huge factor on just being around the lads, even outside football, or just being around doing what you want, I suppose.
Yeah, personally, I'll be a student in college, so I should be over in Galway at the moment. I go to college in UIG, so it's a huge change in life to suddenly be working from home, not seeing your friends, and it's a struggle everyone's having really. It's trying to find stuff to do, and it's just a lack of interaction with people that you would normally see every day. It's a struggle for everyone at the moment, and I think no one's exempt from that.
I suppose that's the only thing. It's not just down to one group or one area of people. It's everyone is in the same boat. I suppose hopefully we're seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel now. Maybe we're coming to a close. But you just touched on the season last year, the way it was run off with the club county split under the circumstances. Were you happy with the way that was run off as a county player? Did that suit a county player?
Yeah, I think it was actually, obviously it wasn't ideal with the circumstances, but the general concept of the clean split between club and county, I think, as I touched on the last point, it gives the clubs the respect they need nearly to have their county players the whole time. And, the condensed season nearly, from our perspective for Wicklow, actually allowed us to gather a lot of momentum. Then 4 or 5 weeks back to back, you play a game, you win, you're on a roll. 5 days, 6 days later, you're playing again. And I actually think it worked very well, very condensed. And it gave everyone a few weeks off then after, which as a county player, you don't normally get with that clean split this year. I think we actually had plenty of time to rest, because at the end of the day, we love what we're doing, but we're not robots. People can't, 4 or 5 days a week continue at it forever. So the fact that there was the split and a good break this year, I think worked very well.
I suppose at this stage, how would you see the club county calendar unfold this year yourself, or have you any insight now being a county player? Do you have anything that we haven't?
No, I think we're all in the same boat, really. We're all just kind of wishing for it to come back. There's been murmurs start of April could be a date that we're coming back. So people are gearing towards that at the moment. Everyone out doing their running and whatever, but we're just as in the dark as everyone else, really. We'd like to see county start as soon as possible, really. And then again, it'll leave time to properly do club as well. So if you want, if we want both. And it's going to be tough on time this year, but I think if we run off county first, then get into club after that, I think we could be in for a good summer. But fingers crossed anyway, that can go ahead.
So looking back on last year with AGB, you were in the final the year before. Was it hard to get back to those levels, and were the restrictions a huge factor in that, would you think yourself?
It was a tough year for everyone, so we can't use much as an excuse for ourselves. But with the new management change for AGB, along with having 5 county players, with the way things worked out, we had very little time to actually get used to the new manager. Like Anthony Masterton's a great manager, but there's only so much he can integrate 5 players into the team in the 3, 4, 5 weeks we had. So that was difficult. But in terms of the final, I think we have the players there to be playing at that level year in, year out. And I believe we're very close to winning a title. So I wouldn't say the weight of expectation really fell on us. And Glass, in fairness to them, were very good this year. And to say we only lost by 3 points to the eventual winners, we're not happy with it. I thought we played poorly personally, but I don't think we're a million miles off. And with the players there, I think we're going to be thereabouts for the next 5-10 years.
Yeah, and I suppose from your own point of view, with the matches and training over the last year, were you ever worried that it might have an effect on someone at home, or was there ever? I'm sure the worry was there. But
yeah, I agree. It's in kind of the back of everyone's mind. Really, you can feel that you'd feel nearly a bit guilty if you're the one when everyone else in the family is abiding by restrictions and seeing no one. That to go out with a group of 20, 30 lads training and stuff is obviously not at the moment, but back when we were, it is nearly a risk. But in fairness to Davey and the lads, they were very good at implementing all the new rules and everything. As soon as we were there, we felt comfortable. It wasn't any messing about. It was quick. It was clean. There was no it was different to usual training. And, I think we did deal with the restrictions very well, and it did make the players feel a lot safer.
Yeah, and I suppose after a great Division 4 last year, promotion to Division 3, it kind of feels funny, I suppose, not to know really what the year holds at this stage going forward, but still great to have taken that step up.
Yeah, of course. Now after getting Division 3, we're itching to get back at it. It's not something you want to be waiting on. That's such a long wait to get to Division 3. You think 8-9 years since Wicklow were there. And now to not know when you're going in, it's tough, obviously, but I don't think that's going to take away from the enthusiasm we have for it, or, the excitement we have to play in Division 3.
Then looking forward, what's the perfect 2021 for Andy Maher?
Well, it's, of course, getting things back to normal. I think that's the wish everyone has, to a lovely summer championship with both Wicklow and HB would be great. So I firmly believe with Wicklow, we have the players there and the talent to stake our claim Division 3. I don't think anyone in the setup has any fear of the teams around us in Division 3. So I think that's where we deserve to be. So I think 2021 minimum, I think we want to consolidate in Division 3, but I really firmly believe that we can push on again, get a bit of momentum, and with the team we have there and the management we have, I don't think anything's impossible. I think we could be looking at doing really well in Division 3 and then a championship run a bit longer than this year. I think we can go for that as well. But and then AGB, I think we're long overdue a county title. We've never had one. And you have the likes of Huron Highland, Phil Healy there that have been playing for us 20 odd years, and I think they deserve a title. So I think for them, I'd love to win that county title before they're gone. Hopefully a few more years out of them, but that would be the aim.
Yeah, and I suppose, at the end of it, when it all opens back up, if you could bring 4 lads off for the day for a bit of crack, who would you bring with you?
It's a stiff competition for that now. I would probably go with 4 lads off the county. Who we go with? Just to throw out some names people will know there. Off the county team, I'd say Shawnee Furlong is a good bit of crack. I'd love to have him out. Great character to have in the dressing room. Him coming back, huge bonus, and he's a lovely lad, great character, good bit of crack in him. And guess I couldn't pick him without picking his Kiltegan partner in crime, Roxy. He's retired now, but I think, again, great crack, brilliant character, very strong character in the dressing room. So didn't get to give him a proper goodbye with the way things were, so I'd like to see him again. Then Paddy O'Keefe would be a schoolmate of mine that's also on the Wicklow panel. So I've always, since we were 10, 11, I've got along very well with him. So lovely chap, great crack as well. And then fourth person, Gerard Murphy. I don't think there's anyone in the county doesn't like him. Again, absolute gentleman, lovely chap, and a great piece of crack with him.
Well, that's good enough. I'm sure there'll be five lads that have good crack for the day there anyway. So, look, thanks a million for taking your time out, and
no problem at all.
Wish you all the best for the coming year with club and county, and thanks a million again for doing this. All right.
No problem at all. It was great to talk to you. Enjoyed it.